Hello everyone, welcome to another lecture on C++ programming language. We are on lecture 36 on C++. And in this lecture also we're going to write another program in C++ using switch statement. And this program is called season identifier program. So let's write this program together. So we are on lecture 36 on C++. And we write a season identifier program. So we call it a season identifier. So in this program, we ask the user to enter a month number between 1 to 12. So our input is we ask the user to enter a month number. So we have, if the user enters, so between 1 and 12. If the user enters 12, 1, or 2, so we say this is, winter season. Because the winter is, the month of December, January, and February is winter season. So if the user enters 3, 4, 5, so we output to the user that this is, spring, season. Spring. If the user enters 6, 7, 8, one of these numbers, one of these month number, so we tell the user this is summer. So if the user enters 9, 10, 11, so we say this is, autumn season. So this is our program logic. So we ask the user to enter the month number. And if the user enters 12 or 1 or 2, so we say, we output to the user, this is, the season is winter. And if the user enters 3, 4, or 5, so we output to the user, the season is, spring. And if the user enters 6, 7, or 8, that's a month number, so we output, our program output the user, this is summer. If the user enters 9, 10, and 11, so we say, autumn, the season is autumn. If the user enters another number other than, this 12 number, so we say like if enter 14 or 100 or something, so we say, this is invalid month number, okay? The number should be between, invalid numbers, so we can say. And the month should be between, 1 to 12. Yeah, so let's write this program together. But before I write this program, so I just ask you to pause the video here and go and open your computer, open your IDE, try to write this program by yourself. So you need to at least, once time you need to, try this program. Think about it and write this program. If you have any issue, so at that time, you need to come back and watch this video. So now I write this program for you. So we start, let me clean this. So first, when we start writing C++ programs, so we need to include #include. We need to include the iStream library in our program. #include iStream. So the iStream library contains, the cin, cout, which we use in our program. And then we use C++ standard library using namespace std. And then we write our main function, because all our executable code will be inside the main function. So we open the main function block and we close the main function block at the end of our program. And then at the end of our program, we have also the return 0. So I write now because this is, in every program. So here we ask the user to enter, the month number between 1 and 12. So I need to, declare a variable type of integer because 1, 2, 3, the month numbers, we have 12 months, so they are integer numbers. So I write here integer month. Yeah. So this is our variable name. Variable name is month and data type is integer because we need to, store an integer number or a whole number inside this variable. And now I can see out, and I can see out here, and it says season identifier. So this program is a season identifier program, and then \n new line and semicolon. So we put our string always inside double quotation. Double quotation is opened here, and double quotation is closed here. And now we ask the user to enter the month number. So we see out, enter the month number. And inside quotation, inside parentheses, I will put 1 to 12, quotation, semicolon. And now we store that month number inside the variable month, which we declared here. Okay, great. And now we need to switch this month variable. So I use switch statement here. Switch. And then I switch the month variable and open the curly brace before the switch, and I close the curly brace here for the switch. And now inside switch, as you know, we declare case. So for the case, for the winter season, so we have case 12, case 1, case 2, because these 3 months, when the user enters 12 or 1 or 2, these 3 months are, belongs to the winter season. So here I see out. Okay, let me see out. The season is winter. Now \n means new line and then break. So now let's go and define other cases. I write here the remaining of the code in this side of the whiteboard. So for case 3, case 4, case 5, if the user enters one of these numbers, so we see out and say the season is spring. The season is spring. And \n, which creates a new line, and then semicolon, and then we have break. So now we check for other values. For the case 6, case 7, and case 8. If the user enters 6 or 7 or 8, we see out, and you say the season is summer. \n, new line, and then break. If the user enters 9, 10, and then we have case 11. So we see out for the user, that the season is autumn. Semicolon, quotation. And then we use the break to stop execution of the program inside switch. And then at the end we have default. If the user enters another number, it does not enter like 1 to 12, enters like 100, like 13, like 14. So we say cout invalid month number. Invalid month number \n, which creates new line, and semicolon. So we close at the end, the switch statement, the block of the switch here. So first, in this program, we declared a variable called month. And then we see out season identifier. So this program is used to identify, the seasons. And we ask the user to enter the month number between 1 to 12. When the user enters that number, we store that number inside the month variable, and then we switch the month variable, and we compare the value of the month variable and check for equality with the case values. So we check for, if the user enters, like 1. So we check here, 1 is equal to 12? No. 1 is equal to 1. So this part of the program will be executed. And it says the season is winter, and the break statements, and stop the execution inside the switch. And it goes, after the switch statement, whatever, instruction we have in our program will be executed. Then if the user enters, for example, user enters 9. So what happened here? We store that 9 inside month variable, and then we compare the value of the month variable with every case value. So here 9 is equal to 12, no. 9 is equal to 1, no. 9 is equal to 2, no. So this part of the switch statement will not be executed. Then we go and check another part. Is the value of the month variable, which is 9, is equal to 3? No. Equal to 4? No. Equal to 5? No. So this section also will not be executed. And then we check the value of the month variable, which is 9. 9 is equal to 6? No. 9 is equal to 7? No. So 9 is equal to 8? No. So this section will not be executed. And now it goes to another case, which is 9 become equal to 9, because we got the user, or the user input a number, like, the number 9 from the keyboard. So now 9 equal to 9. So the value of variable month is 9. 9 is equal to 9. So now this part of the switch statement will be executed, and we output the program output the season is autumn. If the user enters, like a number like 20. So here inside the month variable, now we have 20. So we compare this 20 with the case values. So 20 is equal to 12? No. Equal to 1? No. Equal to 2? No. So this section will not be executed. And 20 is equal to 3? No. Equal to 4? No. Equal to 5? No. This section will not be executed. And now 20 is equal to 6? No. Equal to 7? No. Equal to 8? No. So this section will not be executed. And then we compare with the case 9? No. With 10? No. With 11? No. So none of the above case. So now which section of the program, which section of the switch statement will be executed? The default section. And the default section, will it print out invalid month number? Yes, because 20 is not a month number. So we have month number between 1 to 12. So we don't have any month number which should be 20. So this was, a program which identify, the season based on the, month number which is entered by the user. So now it's time for practice, and let's go and write this program in our computer. So I'm back in my computer. So let's open our C++ IDE, and we are on lecture 36 on C++. And in this program, we write a season identifier program using switch statement. So first, we declare our variable integer month, and then we cout. Mm, So I can see here season identifier. And now \n new line and \n. So I need to have two new lines. Then here I ask the user to enter the month number. Cout. And I ask the user to enter, the month number between 1 to 12. Enter the month number, and inside parentheses 1 till 12, and colon. So when the user enters that month, so we store inside the variable month, and then we use switch, and then we use case 12, case 1, case 2 for the winter season. So we say case 12. Sorry. Case 1. Then we have case 2. And then here we cout. We cout here, so I can say the season is winter, because these 3 months belongs to winter. So the season is winter. And colon \n new line, and then we use semicolon and break. Then we have case 3. Then we have case 4. Then we have case 5. And then we cout the season is spring, because this month belongs to spring. So whenever user enters like 3, 4, or 5 from the keyboard, so this 3 months belongs to the spring, and we use break. And now we use case 6, case 7, case 8, and if the user enters 6, 7, or 8, so it say the season is summer. And then \n, which creates a new line, and then we use break. So now we use other cases, which we have case 9, 10, and 11. So it's case 9. Let me. Case 9, and then we have case 10. Then we have case 11. If the user enters, 9 or 10 or 11 from the keyboard, so we say the season is autumn. So we cout the season is autumn and break. And at the end, we have default. If the user enters any other months, like 13, 14, or adding other numbers. So we can check. We can see out here, see out, and then I write here like error, and say here like month must be between 1 and 12, or we can say invalid month number. So I can say here, yeah, month must be, yeah, month must be between 1 and 12, and then backslash n and semicolon. Yeah, so this is a simple, season identifier program using switch. So we first, declare our variable, which is, month, and we ask the user to enter the month number. When the user enters the month number, then we switch and compare with the cases. If the month number is 12 or 1 or 2, so we say cout the season is winter. If the user enters 3 or 4 or 5 from the keyboard, so we say the season is spring. If the user enters 6, 7, or 8 from the keyboard, we say the season is summer. And if the user enters 9, 10, or 11, we say the season is autumn. And if the user enters any other numbers than they from 1 to 12, so we say error month. Sorry, this is month. Yeah, month must be between 1 and 12. So let's, compile and run this program. Yeah, it says season identifier, and now it asks me to, enter the month number. So I enter, like for example, 12. So it says the season is winter because, month of 12 is belongs to the winter. If I enter 5, it says the season is spring. If I enter, 7, it says the season is summer. If I enter 3, so it says the season is spring. But if I enter any other number, so for example, I enter, 15. So it says error month must be between 1 and 12.